Okay. Hello. I have a feeling that this is probably going to be one of my videos that will have a lot of hits because of the topic. But this is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and especially because it's now in the news with Attorney General Eric Holder saying that he is not going to use the Justice Department's limited resources to fight medical marijuana. And that's a change from the Bush administration, which were very, very hardcore fighting pot shops and in California and I believe Oregon, where it's legalized in the states, but it's not legalized federal. And one thing, not getting into the hypocrisy of the conservatives being for states' rights, this video is going to be mainly about why I think it's time to legalize. If not legalize marijuana completely, at least legalize it for medical use. And I mean, sometimes as Christians, and I mean, I know probably a lot of people who aren't Christian are probably watching this as well with the title, with a video about marijuana. But as Christians, we suffer a lot of ethical dilemmas, and sometimes we have to do the lesser of two evils. And sometimes, and while I said I'm not going to do that when it comes to voting for candidates anymore, there are some times when you have to decide what is right. And I believe legalizing at least medical marijuana, if not legalizing marijuana completely, would be the lesser of two evils. And these are reasons why. One, compassion. I mean, there are some people with diseases, glaucoma, cancer, AIDS, chemotherapy treatment, and the only thing that helps their pain, their nausea, etc., is marijuana. And you're denying care, you're denying treatment to these sick people. And I'm sorry, but that's not really Christian. That is not compassion. That is not love. Number two is that it would fight the criminal element. If you decriminalize marijuana, and I mean it would be better. This point would work if it was all marijuana which was decriminalized. I heard George Will mention on ABC News. I'm going to type add the quote in post, that I think it's like 70% of the income from Mexican cartels are from marijuana. So if you take that, you would take the wind out of the sails of these criminal gangs. So I mean, it also makes sense from a criminal standpoint. And the third point is the hypocrisy of it. Alcohol is legalized. I mean, you can buy like a bottle of booze, darn it, and you'll do more damage than if you toke up a couple joints. But it's legal to buy alcohol, but it's not legal to buy marijuana. And I'm not saying that we should then go back to prohibition, because we saw what happened. And while prohibition was a good experiment, and it was brought forth by a lot of good, God-fearing, God-believing, God-loving people, the problem was they saw what happened with it, the criminal element. And so I don't see why you legalize one dangerous intoxicant that causes car accidents. I mean, I live in Wisconsin, where we have a lot of alcoholics, and we also have some of the most lenient drunk driving laws, and which is trying to change. And I mean, it's a lot of the people who are fighting against making the laws tougher are conservative Republicans, and most of the conservative Republicans are they claim to be followers of God. They claim to be followers of Jesus, and I'm not saying they're not, but it just I don't see why this is why they would be for one dangerous intoxicant and against something that I believe marijuana is milder than alcohol. I mean, it's still, you shouldn't drive under it. You shouldn't. I mean, I mean, if you get addicted to it, you're not going to want to do anything. But I believe if just legalized for medicinal purposes, I believe that would be. I don't see why they still have a problem with that. And it just. I mean, I could be way off base here. But I don't see why. I don't see why everyone, why the right are so against marijuana when they are not against alcohol. When this could help curtail crime. While it is proven that it helps heal people. And this leads to my last point. If you legalize marijuana, you could tax it. And some people have said that you can have healthcare for everyone if you legalize marijuana and tax it. I don't know if that's true. I think it would be a good thing to try. And so I mean I am for taxing internet pornography. I am for the sin tax. I believe people are going to want their pornography. People are going to want their pot. People are going to want their alcohol. And if you can, and I mean, if we can't illegalize it, tax it, and at least the tax dollars will be going for something good. And so I mean, this has been boiling up in my head and going around, and I want to share it to you guys because I know that I have my viewers, my friends on YouTube, run the gamut from very liberal to very, very conservative, and with putting my things why I think marijuana should be legalized. Why do you think marijuana should still be illegalized? Why are you against, even if it's not all marijuana legalized, but just medicinal marijuana legalized and not going after that, why are you against that? And I mean, those are my main questions because I mean, it seems like it makes sense why it should be legalized. And some people say it's a gateway drug, but we're not legalizing cocaine. We're not legalizing crystal meth. We're just talking about marijuana and maybe just starting medicinal marijuana. So that's just what I wanted to ask you guys.